Hello, friends. Happy Friday to you. I am coming at you to let you know no live today either. I thought I was going to be able to. I had all my plans and intentions to be able to do so. But, again, Mercury retrograde, the land of the best laid plans not getting you laid the way you plan. And if I'm honest, because I always try to be with you all, and I think that it's, important to kind of give all the pieces of it. The girl's not doing well this week. And my primary function at the moment in time needs to be putting myself back together to be able to do that. One of the young people say I am experiencing a crash out. I am crashing out, experiencing post crash out. I don't know what the crash out technology is. This is how you know auntie is not young. And truly, regardless of my age, it's still auntie. If you know, you know. So I'm prioritizing my wellness and giving myself some space to pull back and put back all of the pieces so that I can be well again. I think that this is something that we don't talk enough about, particularly as people who hold a lot, as a hypersensitive myself, as somebody who is impacting community often and is out in the presence with the people. There are times where I get crunchy and hit the edges, and my mental wellness takes hits. And sometimes during Mercury retrogrades and during some of the more emotional astrological transits, like moving through Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces, I find myself in a place where I get a little depressed and, things start to crack around the edges. And that usually is my invitation to shut shit down, to go back inside and to, do what I got to do to be able to pick myself back up together. And there's been so many things happening moment by moment by moment by moment in the last week or so that I haven't had that space. And so I'm going to try to get that done today. So that is why you won't be seeing me live, because I'm going to be saving my energy so that when I can come back to you live, I can come back a bit more of a whole and complete experience. Never perfect, but slightly more whole than I'm feeling at the current moment in time. In the meantime and in between time, I'm going to share some clips from this State of the Summer podcast, because so much of the nuggets there, we're talking about this exact moment, this exact grief that I'm feeling, this exact big feels and emotions that I need to be able to give myself some space to kind of sit in. And the exact thing that we were talking about is burning too hot and too fast. And I think that has been, honestly, my bit of medicine to take is burning a little bit too hot and too fast. So I'm gonna go cool off. I will post some clips that will be keeping me inspired and some things that I'm gonna be trying to consistently remember as I am navigating this little corner of chapter that I am in. If you are equally feeling overwhelmed by life in this Mercury retrograde, I also want to name, you're not alone. I was sitting with some of our business cousins yesterday in co-work, and interesting to have space held for me as I'm typically holding space for people. And Renisha said, sometimes it's okay that wherever you're at is just okay. And so if you're equally in a space that feels slightly complex as this Mercury retrograde is happening and you're equally crashing out around the edges, maybe it's just okay that you're where you are. And if I think about the things that Kira always says about, feeling depressed or feeling the big feelings or feeling the big waves of things, and sometimes what there is to do is to just rest. Just rest. There may not be actions to take. There may just be things to integrate. It may not even be emotions to process. It may just be taking a break and pulling back and putting some of the mental pieces back together so that you can actually process. These are all inquiries that I'm sitting with. I hope that they're something that you may sit with. I got no answers. And I think that's also some of the part of it. Nothing to teach here. No, here's what happens on the other side. I don't really have that. I just have that I'm in it. And, I'm practicing being seen in all of the stages, including being in it, because I know I'm not the only one who finds themselves in it during these times. So if you're in it, know that I'm with you, and that it's okay that we're here, and that we can always be somewhere else. But it's okay to be right where we are. There's probably some lesson in it. I know there's one for me. I'm sure there's one for you. If you're not in it, I hope that you're enjoying something else. Send a little good juju my way, because I'm sure I could use extra loving and prayers and all the things like everybody else at this time. I think that's all I got, friends. Love you big. I hope that the rest of your day is awesome. I hope that your weekend finds some peace. I'm going to be doing my good work as best that I can to put myself back together. If I run into anything that I think is super helpful, I'll be sure to share. Love y'all. See you on the flip. Hopefully next Friday. We'll see. That's my hope. We'll see how the retrograde goes.